Good evening, everybody. Rob Howitt, RJH Motorbike Training. Excuse me. Good evening, everybody. Rob Howitt, RJH Motorbike Training. Very special live stream tonight. 19th birthday. 19th birthday. How's that? Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. 19 years. So... welcome to a very special live stream. And it is Wednesday, the 8th of March, 2022. 19 years old. So there we are. That is tonight. Hour long. So that's it tonight. An hour long celebrating 19 years with RJH. So let's see how we go. Yeah, just a bit of reminiscing, I suppose. Nothing too stressful. And hope to see many past trainees coming on board. So yes, happy 19th birthday. So a bit of a trip down memory lane and see what comes in the chat room. But I will be on until 9 o'clock. Okay, so 9 o'clock. And if anybody wants to ask me any questions about the last 19 years, then hey, let's see what I can come up with. But it is happy birthday to RJH, 19 years. Personally, very proud. Don't show it, I know. But very proud of what we have become. And very proud of the people that have helped me get up to 19 years that are still with me. Indeed, we've got a few that have been with us for over 10 years. So very proud of Team RJH and very proud of all of our past trainees that have believed in us. So thank you very much to all of you. That is tonight. It's Wednesday, the 8th of March 2022, celebrating 19 years of RJH. So good evening, Luke. James, good evening. Lisa, good evening to you. Brian, nice to see you in the chat room. Brian. Sylvia, yep, thank you very much, Sylvia, part of the team. Well done to you. Good evening, Paul and Liam. Good evening. 19 years of RJH. Yeah. So what was it? The day was the 8th of March 2003. 8th of March 2003, and that's when we were born. And it's going back, my first ever trainees were Karen Jones and Maria Houston, and they had their own bikes delivered to my house the day before, the Friday, and the CBT was on the Saturday. So I had their bikes in my garage overnight, towed them to the training site, and did the CBT on the Saturday. Now, 8th of March 2003. Karen and Marie used their own bikes, Kawasaki Eliminators, black ones. As I say, their bikes were delivered to my house. They paid £85 each for their CBTs. So £85 for the CBTs back in 2003. I towed the bikes on the trailer up to Congleton High School in Box Lane. That's where RJH was, well, it wasn't born, but that was the first training. So that was the first day of training, and they were went on to be, and I'm still in touch with them today, on and off, but they went on to pass their full bike tests eventually, and actually purchased those bikes, the Kawasaki Eliminators. They went on and bought ER6s. I bought those off them eventually, and they went on and Honda 500s, bought those. So I've actually bought three pairs of bikes off them over the years, and they were my first ever trainees back in 2003. Thousands and thousands and thousands of trainees since then. So yeah, that was where it was born. Evening to you, Gazippy Music, AW8, good evening. And Sylvia, Lisa, Cowpack, good evening. Greg Goddard, can you use your own bike now for a CBT? Yeah, you can use your own bike. Good evening and happy birthday, Mr. Graham Cook. Yeah. So yeah, back in the day there, for the first few months I worked from home, just a car trailer. I had a 50cc and had two bikes. I had one 50cc and one 125cc. I'd gone through a bit of a personal crisis, so if any of those that have been watching the Facebook page or anything, yeah, it was a very, very tough time for me back then personally. Parents passed away and this sort of thing, so I just needed to get my head straight and had to get out of the workplace. So really, really dark days back then, but I had a 50 and a 125 and just tried to keep myself busy, just tried to do something that I enjoyed doing. So we had two bikes back then, only did CBTs, could offer full bike training on the old 125, 33 brake horsepower, but it wasn't for another 4 or 5 months before I even considered doing the direct access, and just kept myself busy. I could only do the CBTs on the weekends. People used to meet me at home, so I had a room in the house. People used to use it as a changing room, and that's how it really started. And yeah, it wasn't too long before I thought, no, I've got to get out of the house. Can't do it in the house. Need to get some premises. So we got a little unit and sort of progressed from there. But yeah, it was that is where it was born. Yeah, 2003, 8th of March 2003. So where are we now? What we fast forward to, good evening, Dean. Thank you very much. Yeah, fast forward to 2022. We've got 4 sites, 52 bikes, 13 instructors, 7 back office staff. There's 20 of us now. So yeah, I've come a long way, and we are looking at opening new sites, new premises still. So there we are. But yeah, so happy 19th birthday to RJH. Would I do it again? Absolutely. Just wish I'd done it 20 years earlier or 30 years earlier. But there we are. Yeah, working from home back then, Sylvia, in the early days, little trailer, got a trailer, the old white Ford Orion, still got the number plate, H972LFA, or did have it down in Salford, probably still got it in Eccles, maybe. H972LFA was the number plate, Ford Orion, had a 3-bike trailer, although only had 2 bikes, towed them up to the high school, Box Lane, Congleton, and yeah, worked from home. So when I was doing full license, worked from home in the garage, in the dining room. That's how it all started. That is how it all started. And Sylvia, as you know, Karen Jones, Maria Hewson, my first ever pupils, we're still in touch with them today. Was hoping to get them onto the live stream, but it's not actually happened. And yeah, we've also had Yeah, introduced thousands, many of them over the years. Unfortunately, some no longer with us for whatever reason. But yeah, met some really good. Yeah, still in Eccles on the fence. There we go. White number plate H972 LFA. That was my Ford Orion back in 2003, and I used to tow the 3 or 2 bikes at the time on the back of the trailer. A birthday card here. So yeah, what I would say is thank you very much to all of those that have messaged me wishing us happy birthday. It is quite a milestone. As I don't show it very much, but I am very proud. 19 years of the business, and it's still doing, still got as much passion in introducing people into biking. Times have changed, bikes have changed, the test is changed, and you know it's the people. It's all about the people in the business. Without those, so Graham and Sylvie both on tonight. They've been with the business for over 10 years. Lisa, she's been with the business over 10 years, and none of it would be possible without them. None of it. So, who is it? RJH Northwich. That's Sylvia. Sylvia is the centre manager in Northwich. So there's 3 people in the chat room that have given RJH over 10 years of their lives. How good is that? How good is that? It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And yeah, so big change over the years. It's yeah, so I think it was 52 bikes and still growing. It is still growing. Yeah, you all should get the gold watch, shouldn't you, for 10 years? How about a gold watch? So anybody got any questions about the last 19 years? Fire them away. Go and see Sylvia, Liam. She'll make you a cup of coffee. Sylvia will make Liam a cup of coffee. Anyway, I don't mind. I have got a glass of wine tonight to celebrate 19 years. So if I have a sip of a red wine, then it's celebrating 19 years. A diamond ring. Yeah. Memorable highlight. Oh, blimey. I mean, I could tell some stories. Memorable highlight. God, I've got to think about that one. Favorite pupil. Well, I'm just thinking of memorable highlights. So let me just think then. Memorable highlights. There's many memorable highlights, and when you take those pupils and they pass the test, pass the bike test, they get the full bike license, and their faces, they then some, you know, they cry with joy, and you know, you've achieved that. You've achieved that, and it's not just me now. It's all of the instructors achieve that. They go through the same thing. So I would think there's so many memorable highlights. Good evening, Rob. Dave say the incredible and have a fantastic Dave. Good man. Favorite pupil. Again, I don't think there's one. I think there's so many pupils, and we've had everybody from all walks of life. So I cannot think that there is any one favourite pupil. You're all my favourite pupils. What was the hardest? What was your hardest time? I think back in the day, if I say that back in the, it's no secret that, you know, when I started the business, it was really my head just was not. I was grieving. I was out the workplace. And the first few years were difficult years. I lost my house, I lost my relationship, and I had to go and rent a little bed sit back in the early days, and I had to go and I couldn't afford to feed myself. I kept working though, kept the pupil, waiting for the phone to ring, get another pupil in. So I think the hardest times were probably the first 5 years, where I didn't give up, I didn't let it go, I kept at it. I mean, left a really good career and to do it, and ended up temping being a dustbin mum because it just fitted in with what I was doing. And a pupil, Craig Polson, got me a bit of temping on the dustbin wagons, so I could just go in, just turn up, do a day's work if I needed it, and I had to do that just to feed myself. Very, very difficult times in the early days, but I didn't give up, kept on going. What was the most embarrassing comedy moment? Most embarrassing? Oh, crikey me. Well, listen, I mean, on the road, there's many. So back in the early days, picking a motorbike out of the River Dane on a U-turn, overshot the U-turn into the River Dane, picking a motorbike out of the River Dane. Pupils going straight on it on the roundabout, and they go over the grass verge of a roundabout, over the centre of it, turn right at the roundabout, so they get up to the roundabout and turn right, go anti-clockwise. There's so many. I could write a book on it, and we've all seen it. Most difficult pupil. Most difficult pupil. Well, I've had somebody, I would say difficult, but we are there to get people through, and everybody learns in different ways. So I wouldn't say the most difficult. I don't think I can think of any the most difficult. Unfortunately, we don't get it right all the time, but we always try and get it right. I have had I think my record is 7 fails on Mod 1, but it was a first time Mod 2 pass. John, 85. John was 85, came to do some lessons with us. He's on the YouTube channel. It's very, very honoured to get John and help him achieve his goals. Most annoying YouTube subscriber. I don't get annoying YouTube subscriber. I love the interaction with all of the YouTube subscribers. I absolutely love it. And just today, a young lad did his CBT. At the end of his CBT, he's booked his full direct access. And how did you? So just in the conversation with him, Charlie was looking after him, but I just got a chat. And just in the conversation, where did you get the details from? And it was YouTube. So fantastic. I love the interaction on YouTube. Anybody that goes that little bit too far, I just ban them. And that's the beauty with the YouTube. You can ban people. So I don't get annoying. I don't get into any messing about with anybody. If they don't like it, then I just ban them. Graham in his mankini, so Graham in his mankini, so clean sheet, no faults on Mod 1, clean sheet, no faults on Mod 2. Graham wears his mankini. But there is a picture somewhere. Did I have a picture? There you go. So Graham in his mankini. As you can see, everybody, this particular day, it was very, very cold. Okay, so this particular day, it was very, very cold. And it doesn't happen very often, does it, Chief, that we get you out with your mankini? Dave Statham, when did you realise this was what you wanted to do? Well, I didn't. As I say, I had 21 years in the rag trade. I worked for 3 companies in 21 years. I was always very, very happy in what I did. I always liked motorbikes. I've ridden motorbikes this year. Will be 50 years. I started off in 1972. And if you go onto the Facebook, and I've done a little thing about the birthday and how it sort of came about, but I didn't really. I lost my parents within 2 years. I just needed to get out of the workplace. I didn't get any inheritance or anything like that, and I didn't have any money. I had a young family, so like everybody, you work to pay the bills, and it just frazzled me, and I needed time out. I needed to get out of the workplace. I didn't work for 6 months, just trying to get my head straight, and I just saw this this advert in the MCN, become a motorbike instructor. So I went to Shrewsbury, a company called Fast Track. I did my instructor training and didn't really know where it was going. I honestly didn't know where it was going, and and just sort of started like that. I didn't really. I knew what I did would be good. I knew that whatever I do, I put 100% into it. I have a very high standard, and just went with it. As I say, I had 150. I got that 50 from Scotland. I got a van and went up to Scotland and got the 50cc from there. Second-hand bikes. Couldn't afford anything other than that, so I had a 50cc and a 125cc in 8th of March 2003. I started that, but that was just a start. Within the first 5 years, as I say, lost my home, couldn't afford to feed myself. People ringing me up, chasing me for money. Didn't answer the phone because people were chasing me for money, and very, very difficult first few years. But I kept RJH with the wheels moving. Good to hear, Pratesh. Pasifale, fantastic. The videos, great stuff. That is what we like to hear. Yeah, just keep at it, James. It's a very difficult. As I say, I lost everything and couldn't even afford to feed myself at one point. So very, very difficult. I had a nice house and lost everything. But you've got to keep going. Every day is a new day. Don't look back. Look forward if you can every day. But it's always very hard, listening to other people, but you find something you like doing, James. Take your mind off and keep positive, keep going, and talk to people, your mates. Talk to people. That's important, to keep talking. Great to hear. Dean Roberts, good one. How do you see the motorcycle training industry going in the next 19 to 20 years? Well, I see it becoming more popular. I think, as time goes on, 2 wheels have certainly got to be a way of cutting costs, a way of reducing congestion, and a way of contributing to the clean air zones and so on. So I think it's going to be very healthy if you do it right. The motorcycle training industry, if you do it right, can be very good. And of course, 2035 is the time when petrol will cease to be made and electric will take over. So more electrics as the years go on, more electrics. That's how I see it going. Yep, that's it, James. And where does your bike license take you? It can take you wherever you want it to go. and it's a very good environment to be in. Very friendly, interactive environment. Yeah, I mean, your bikes, you'll always have friends, you will always have people to talk to when you get out on your bike. Red wine for me. Cheers, everybody. And here's to the next 19 years. I don't know whether I'll be around in 19 years. I might not be around. No, 19 years. Believe me, I'll be a pensioner. I will be a pensioner with a Zimmer frame in 19 years time. That's a thought. "19 years time will be. 19 years time will be a Zimmer frame." You got to get an invite. You can't come in. There's no room. You can have an invite if you want. I've got somebody trying to bloody gate crash my party here. Shh. Absolutely, that's what keeps us going, Dave. Everybody, and that's for me the highlights. It's one of the highlights is seeing people's faces. So don't matter who they are, the pressure that they put themselves under, and they achieve their goal, and we have contributed to this lifelong ambition, and that's the key, and that's what keeps any instructor going. I've got somebody trying to gate crash. You watch, you absolutely make a nightmare. Hey, behave, won't you? I'm not having no trouble.
Happy birthday to you.
It's my party.
I'm gate crashing. Good evening, all.
You can't, honey.
There's no show without punch.
The thing is, you thought there was food, didn't you?
No, it's a party. It's a celebration.
You thought there was going to be food.
Evening, all. Now the views will rise.
Now the views will drop.
We got a lot of people in the chat room.
Any advice for training on motorway? We can't train on a motorway as a learner, but speak to your instructor. Enhanced rider scheme. So go on, do a bit of further training. Enhanced rider scheme, any advance, or indeed just get in touch with an instructor and they'll happily do a bit of motorway work with you. Aaron Cunliffe, pleasure to meet you earlier today. I had great fun doing my CBD today at Eccles site on direct access. So yeah, I just mentioned you a few minutes ago, Aaron. So thanks very much for joining us. And those sort of things really make it all worthwhile. So when somebody says, "Oh, we're watching on YouTube and that's why you're here," fantastic, because we put all this time in free. It doesn't, and all the instructors that come in on now and then to put it in for free. But it's time that because bikers look out for bikers, and we want more bikers on the road. So good luck with your conversion onto a big bike at the weekend. Aaron, thanks very much for joining us. And as you can see, Charlie from the booking office is here as well. It's the Lado.
Good evening, all. You see, the chat room goes.
The chat room doesn't. The chat room stayed the same, mate. Don't get carried away. Don't think that, this is my birthday. Where were you 19 years ago?
Oh, I was
still in bleeding nappies.
Nappies and bottles of milk.
You were still in nappies 19 years ago. You got to remember that.
Remember your roots.
You've got to stay humble, Charlie. Need to ride to you guys and meet you both in person. Yeah. First round of drinks on me. Come on, Pritesh. Come on.
If the food's there as well, I'll be there.
If it's daytime, there's a pub over the road. You can get us an orange juice, can't you?
You can.
Charlie the Poodle.
Good evening, Chief.
So he's getting...
People are getting cheeky in this chat room, Rob. I'm not going to stand for it, I don't think.
Why do you think he gets... Oh, wrong one. Why do you think he gets...
Pull the Mankini photo back out. It's not acceptable. Splatter it all over YouTube now. Graham, there you go. There's your Mankini. Oh, I love that photo.
Isn't it brilliant?
It's a classic.
Eh?
Oh, I need to get that framed and put it up on the walls in Eccles.
Yeah, be careful where you do put it up on the wall.
In the bar.
AW8.
No,
There's no room. There's no room.
We're nice and snug next to each other. There's no room, unfortunately.
So, yeah. One more year, it'll be 20 years. Blimey.
What are we going to do for that?
It'll be nearly as old as you, Charlie.
What we're going to do? Maybe we should go on a cruise as well. For the 20th birthday, what do you think?
Listen, if I'm going on a cruise, you're not bleeding invited.
I'll have to stay behind and run the business, I suppose. But no, 19th birthday. It's been a good 19 years. How long have I been here? It's nearly 2 years now?
Yep.
Nearly 2 years now. So, about an eighth or a ninth of how many years you've been going for.
The photo is in Rob's face. It wasn't intentional, Graham, and I didn't feel a thing.
How many people we got in the chat room? Where does it
Hayley.
say?
Good evening, Hayley Beckman.
Good evening,
Good evening, Hayley Beckman.
How you doing? Tweedledee and Tweedledum on the lives. 19th birthday.
19th birthday.
You reckon maybe we could get to 50 views in one go tonight?
Don't think so. I don't think tonight. Be nice, wouldn't it?
It would be nice. We've got 19 currently in the chat room. Guys, interact. Ask us questions. 19th birthday. We've got a lot of history to talk about.
Hey, Liam, he's on the ball, isn't he? Look at this.
You'll be 57 soon.
He's a clever boy, isn't he?
57, Rob.
See, Liam's one of our
OGs.
What's that?
Originals.
Yes. Liam is one of our originals. He is a super YouTube fan. Super RJH YouTube fan.
We've got the old generation here. We've got the youth on this side. It's a good combination, isn't it, Robert?
Tell you who's not been on for a while, and that's Dave.
Sharples?
No, Dave from
Oh, Dave.
down south somewhere, isn't he?
The one that sends me pictures of his food.
Yeah.
Him.
Dave Brown, is it, Dave?
No, it's... Can't think.
No, I can't think either. Yeah.
Where do I see myself in 19 years? That's a great question, Lisa. Hopefully, leading in Robert's footsteps, progressing their business. Who knows where we'll be in 19 more years? I mean, look how far we've come in 19 years up to now. And things are only going to go one way, and that's up. But it's all about the people, isn't it, Robert? Got to have the right people involved.
Absolutely.
What do you ride and why? Well, this is a bit of a touchy subject, AW8. I've set myself a goal of riding in 2022 and obtaining my A2 license. But again, it's going to take a bit of convincing past my mother, Lisa, unfortunately. She's
Mummy won't let you.
So I don't want to be in the bad books.
Mummy won't let you.
No, I'll get my license. I'll do my license. One day.
Mummy won't let you, because Mummy is... Charlie is under Mummy's thumb.
What's been your favourite bike so far, Rob and Charlie?
Well, you've not got... Yours is that little bleeding pedal bike, isn't it? So my favourite bike has got to be... There's two, and they are the Honda Pan-European ST1300, better than the 11, and the GS Adventure.
I personally quite like the Kawasaki Z400.
I think for now the favourite for now is the Triumph Tiger 1200, corrected by AW8 last week. It's the Triumph Tiger 1200, which has just been launched, and it's very, very nice indeed. So I think that's the one but the trouble is, at the moment, I am not hungry, and just don't want to spend me money. So I'll just wait, and when I feel hungry, I will go and buy one. Good evening to Daisy too. Daisy's on board.
Good evening.
So Daisy, come on. We need Daisy. Daisy, we need you here, Daisy. Daisy actually could be a very good YouTuber in her own right, and I could be your mentor, Daisy. But you've got to.
What subscribers are we on? 8,800?
We'll be 9,000 soon. No, we are not father and son. This is not anything.
Do we
to
look
do.
alike?
It's nothing.
We're
to
not
do
from the
with
same
me.
blood.
Do I know total? So in 19 years, it's probably fair to say we've done 15,000 CBTs, and 30%, 5,000 full licenses. What I would say, it was Dean. Back in the day, before GDPR as well, right in the early days, probably for the first 10 years, I used to put what pass number somebody was. And again, I was thinking about, in the loft, I've got all the old diaries, pencil diaries. I shouldn't say that on this, should I? But I thought I can't show it because I'll get into trouble. But they're tucked away up in the loft where my daily, what we did on a day, but with GDPR and everything, then I have not got an accurate amount of information. But I would certainly say, in 19 years, I would say between 10 and 15,000 CBTs, and certainly I would think 5,000 full licenses. Yep, it's fair to say that everybody, I can't say that everybody's still doing it, because unfortunately some of those people that passed are no longer with us for whatever reason. But yeah, there's quite a few. What's up your nostrils, Charlie? It's the wind. If it was a bit, I could blow here and it'd go off. It's called bum fluff.
I come on the live and all I get is grief. God, I wish people would get off the back of mine.
So you keep them questions coming in, everybody. Right, Drivey, happy birthday, RJH. You are doing amazing work in bringing public into motorcycling. I hope you bring more number of public into. We will certainly do our best, and yeah, we will certainly do our best. What's that, Liam? 60 a month for 1K subs.
I don't understand what that means. Rob, you be careful spending Charlie's inheritance.
Listen, I'm going to spend it all before I go, that's for sure. I'm going to have a bleeding good party before I go. So there won't be anything left. When I go, there won't be anything left. Even thought you're not father and son, you interact nicely. Well,
we're the best of buddies, me and the Robert.
I have that effect on people.
Even in Andy.
What happens, Liam? People interact with me very, very. I'm like a magnet. I can't help it, but it's just I have this chemistry, don't I, Charlie? And this chemistry, particularly with the ladies, they just can't stay away from me, can they, Charlie?
Oh, Robert. Well, you must have taken a few notes out of my book, eh?
Good evening to Andy Davis. Nice of you to join us, Andy.
Get liking the stream, 15 likes. He knows.
Come on, Liam. Liam's got a marketing head on him, hasn't he?
Does. Ambassador. Daisy, the eyesight test.
Oh dear, Daisy. Did she fail her eyesight test?
She failed. She could not read a number plate from 20.5 metres away.
Is that the one everybody was saying about? Was it?
People were taking the mickey, I think.
And that was Daisy?
Daisy.
I don't believe it.
Terrible.
Oh,
money.
Yeah, he's thinking of the revenue.
£60 a month for 100,000 subscribed. That's
well, we get what is it?
£2.50.
What do you call it? Monetized. It's monetized. The channel is monetized. Money, is that the right word?
Money-fatized? I don't know.
Money.
24 viewers. This is brilliant, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, share. You know the drill. You don't need us to tell it you anymore.
So basically, what Liam is saying, £60 a month for 1,000. We've got 8,000, so 8 times £60.
No, 8 divided by 60.
No, you can get £60
for
a month per 100,000 subscribers. So we've got 8,000.
Yeah.
So 8 times 60 is what?
No, but that calculation is totally incorrect.
Why
Why are you
is it?
timesing it by 60? Because then you'd need 800,000.
You get £60, 60 quid a month.
For having 100,000 subscribers.
1,000. You need glasses.
God.
Charlie, you're pretty numpty.
I've had a long day. It's been a long day in the office today.
So what's 8? What is 8 times 60?
32.
480 quid.
480 quid.
You're so slow.
Well, why have you just got the calculator out? If
Look,
you're
I
asking
didn't
me
even
that.
touch it, did I?
60 times by 8 is 480, is what we said.
I said. You didn't
If you had
say.
a brain, you'd be dangerous.
8 times.
Yeah, it's been a long day. It's been a long day.
Yeah. 480.
To me, to you.
I think Liam's out of touch because I do not get £480.
Maybe 480 pence a month, not pounds.
I do not get £480 a month.
How many views are we on? 23 views, 16 likes. Marvellous. How come you didn't struggle like this with my...
With Bill.
With your Bill.
I'm telling you, you need glasses.
I don't know what's going on with me. My
You
vision's
need to go to the optician. Because you can't read.
Brian, it comes natural. Off the tongue. Tip of the tongue. Oi, Andy, watch it, you.
No, Hot Rock. No, I've not.
Arctic Circle, that's full of snow and ice,
That'd be
isn't it?
good, yeah.
That'd be dangerous.
I need to do more vids. It's time. AW8. It is time.
You know what they say.
And it's a side. It's not a for me. It's not a money making. For me, it's I'm not interested in subscribe. Well, say I'm not interested. That's the wrong word. My focus is not on more subscribers. My focus is on interaction and viewing. So the channel is a slow burner. And, you know, I'm sure if I was a young blonde...
Handsome.
I'm sure if I was a young blonde and put tight leathers on and sat myself across it, but I'd get loads and loads more subscribers. But I'm not into it than that. I'm into it for the business. That's the thing, isn't it? Have you changed Charlie's nickname? No. Still the poodle. Ali, good evening.
Ali.
Yeah, there's a place in, Graham might be able to tell you in a minute. There's a place in Farnworth. What's that place in Farnworth? BS Tyres in Farnworth. Not far from where you are, Ali. Ride in, ride out. So Graham Cook, can you let Ali know through the chat that place that you get tyres in Farnworth? I'm sure it was B&S. Oh, Chief Junior.
I'm Charlie in the booking office. Or what I've now started to introduce myself as Charles. I told a customer that my name was Charles, and he referred to me as Charles throughout the whole conversation, which sounds more posh and exactly what I want. A local Thai massage to sponsor it.
'Let me have a look. I'm sure it's
25 views. Keep them coming, guys. Everyone interact in the chat room. Let's get some questions fired. We've got 15 minutes left of our 19th birthday celebrations with Bob the Biker and Charlie in the booking office. What do people want to know?
Ali, it's called B&C Performance Tyres. B&C Performance Tyres, Bolton. Check them out. Daisy, she
tried the CBT, failed the eyesight test. Back home, she was within the hour. Absolutely appalling.
Not impressive.
No. It was nice there, our 19th birthday and Runcorn opening weekend. We had quite a few nice faces come down and say hello.
It was very nice for people to come and say hello.
Beautiful weather as well, which was lovely.
Yes. Where's my most favourite place to ride? Swiss Alps. I would say Germany, Luxembourg, Switzerland. Doesn't get any better.
You coming down to Spain on your bike?
I did, yeah. I would say, yeah. Germany, Luxembourg, Switzerland are the nicest roads, without a doubt. And I've got some of that footage on the YouTube channel, so take a look. Yep, still proud of you, Daisy.
26. Proud. The viewers are going up, Rob. We must be doing something right.
Well, when you're ready, Andy, come down. Things are happening, mate. Things are happening at RJH Camp. Aaron Cunliffe, what was the name of the company for equipment that you have a deal with?
J&S Accessories.
J&S Accessories. We don't have a deal. What we do is recommend them. We've got a training school on site, J&S at Oakmere. Tell them you're teaching with us. They will look after you.
And the variety of clothing.
Best selection you'll get. The best selection of bike gear you will find.
AW8, what you mean to say is, what exactly didn't she do? She didn't do anything.
Behave.
Sorry, Robert.
You be pleasant to the ladies.
We didn't run a competition tonight, did we?
No, it's no competition. It was just 19th.
Lisa wants to know where you see RJH in the next 5 years, Robert.
Ooh, next 5 years. Well, if this year, last 2 years goes anything to go by, yeah, we're just more schools, more coverage, more instructors, and I would say we are already the biggest bike school in the Northwest, which we will continue to be. And yeah, a few more sites around the M60 would be nice. A dozen schools around the M60. What do you think, Charlie? Are you up for the challenge? We've got everything in place.
That is the plan.
She closed one eye. So what are we on?
27 viewers. Wow.
27.
Look at this. Are we going to hit 30? Come on, guys. Get your friends, get your family involved in the chat. Start interacting. See where we're up to. 19th birthday. 19 years of fun, laughter, games. You name it. We've had it all.
What bike do you recommend for a beginner? Depends what. Was you on a CBT or is it full light? There's Daisy. There's so many. There's so many. I would always recommend a Honda. Honda.
No, I like Kawasaki.
Yeah, you like Kawasaki.
Not that I've got my license yet. When are you going to take a back seat, Rob? I don't think you've got that plan for a while yet, do you?
Plenty of time for that when I'm dead. Not yet, Mel.
He's still got the mental age of a 20-year-old. He's still full steam ahead, aren't you? You've got lots of plans.
Did you see my cue?
Question.
Yeah,
it's talking to Daisy. It's further up.
Oh, is it further up?
Don't worry
Daisy,
about it.
she's not talking to me then. Do you think 2 lessons are good enough before doing the test? Sometimes it is. Depends on your ability, just stance. Listen to your instructor. They will tell you. So, yeah, we've had people do 2 lessons and pass. Just depends. Yeah, everybody is different. Everybody has different requirements. Andy, try a few and find what suits you, Daisy. There is no right answer for everyone. Everyone is different. Correct answer, Andy.
Mel.
Look forward to seeing your Kawasaki 650S.
Is that Melanie, who I spoke with a couple days back, and she came down to the Runcorn opening day? I'm not sure if that's the same Mel that I'm thinking of. If it is, lovely, lovely lady.
Kawasaki Z650, Yamaha MT-07, Honda CB650, Suzuki SV650,
and lowered Suzuki SV650.
Lowered Suzuki SVs, they're the all
A nice selection.
Well, we've got the Suzuki, Kawasaki, Honda, and Yamaha. They're the 4 big players.
Yeah.
Got them all.
Coverage. Ten minutes left. Fire
10 minutes
away.
So
get your questions in. What do you want the boys to answer?
It is. Yep. Good evening, Mel.
Good evening, Mel. How are you doing? We're looking forward to seeing you soon for your license.
Sarah Barrow, passed my theory this week. Now to learn to ride properly. Good stuff. Yes, they can. Not learners though, Daisy. You need to pass your full bike test before you can go on the motorway.
Mel Rowe. That's it. I remember.
Melanie.
I think this is the one that you call her. Is it Melanie?
I didn't think I did.
Well, it's Melanie now. I saw a prior video regarding TBT, and I've heard the banter. Just genuinely curious as to what Daisy did. Daisy failed the eyesight test on a CBT, so could no longer go further with it, unfortunately. It was a very cold day, though, so I do understand. But that shouldn't have impacted her vision, so Daisy needed to get her glasses. Yeah, Mel did a couple of taster sessions with the Sergeant Sylvia. And now he's doing DAS from Runcorn and Northwich, using either the new MT-07s that we got or the Kawasaki Z650.
Very nice too.
Very jealous.
Mm-hmm.
How much do we charge for a Category A? That is very dependent on different factors. Just
could
stance
be
it.
£700, could be £1,500.
Yeah.
Depends on your ability. Give Charlie a ring tomorrow, and he can talk you through. As in Donald's wife.
Donald Trump.
Oh, so yeah, 19 years, eh? Go.
Do you feel old, Robert?
No, why? Do you?
Well, 19 years, think about it. That's a long time. And you started at 36.
Yeah.
The years are going, aren't they?
Where?
You tell me.
What are you telling me?
But are you living the dream, though?
Living the dream.
Good.
Living the dream.
That's what we like to hear. 28 viewers. They're going up, Rob. It's like the Chuckle Brothers, me and you.
No, it's because I'm here.
No.
Don't get excited.
No. Fresh blood, fresh meat over here.
That's it.
Sure,
Look at that.
how much really you
Brian.
will.
Can I make a video request for your channel? Come on, Daisy, hit me with it.
Well, that's actually true from Brian, isn't it, Rob? Taster sessions are fantastic. So the instructor can assess and advise you and then inform you what's best.
£50 for an hour?
Yep.
Fantastic. Yep, £50 for an hour. Fantastic. Time to hang up your boots.
Me and Rob have got visions, haven't we, Rob?
Mm.
We've got some good visions, Lisa. Full steam ahead. There's no signs of slowing.
Not yet.
Only good things come to those who wait.
Can Charlie do a day in the life at RJH?
I can.
It's interesting, Daisy, because Sophie, who's new and she's looking after Runcorn, she put a suggestion on our Teams meet about spending a day in the life of myself, day in the life of Charlie, a day in the life of So that actually, whether it could be videoed, but that is something we have been thinking of doing. Yeah.
Hey, Mike, Dizwizgy. How you doing, Mike? Mike's currently in the process of going through his tests at our Eccles branch. Rides his pedal bike to us. Lovely, lovely chap. I use glasses for the eyesight test. Well, I need to use them for the whole test. You're allowed to wear glasses, aren't you?
If you need the glasses to read the number plate, yes, you will need to use them when you're riding.
Charlie, fresh blood granted, but no bike license. Soon, that will soon come. 2022 is the vision for Charlie to get his A2 license.
So what his mum has said, if he can do his bike license, is not a problem. But if he does, he's got to find his own house. He's not doing it while living under this house.
Will you help me pack my bags?
Listen, your bags are already packed.
Absolutely. I think that's another reason why I want to do it, to talk about my experiences as well.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I will do.
You're not wrong, AW8.
But I want to get pupils in before me. They take priority.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But there's one obstacle.
The mother.
Mummy.
I'll get there.
What Mummy says, Charlie does. And that's how it should be.
4 minutes left now, Robert. Still 25 views. This is fantastic.
I know.
We're a great double act, aren't we?
Yeah.
The dream team.
5 minutes to go, ladies and gents. And the 19-year live stream is over.
I think it's important to inform our viewers as well to watch this space over the coming months. Aren't I right?
Lots happening.
We've got exciting things planned. So watch this space. You can get involved.
Yeah, lots of things planned.
Thank you, JKD.
That's Liam.
Liam.
From Stoke-on-Trent.
Well, I can see that in his title.
Well, that's because you're not in the know.
Innit? I'm Charlie in the booking office. That's
you're
it.
Not in the know. That is Liam from Stoke-on-Trent.
Thank you, Liam. I appreciate the support, dude. You only get one mum.
You do.
So you've got to love and cherish that. No, AW8, it's all fair. What did he say? It's all fair in love and game? All fair in love and war? I don't know.
You don't need to apologise, AW8. It's
we're one big family, aren't we?
Elaborate. What does Daisy want you to elaborate?
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Michael.
We'll see you on the 17th for your test.
2 minutes left.
Final questions in, 19th birthday.
2 minutes left, and it is good night.
And another 1 more year's time, 20 years, Robert.
20.
That'll be nice. Looking forward to that. Hopefully then we'll have some more schools. Getting tired now. Maybe we should go for a snack downstairs. You want some food?
Yeah, I need to... what are your thoughts on getting a CBT bike and gaining experience versus going straight on?
This is a great question.
Listen to your instructor, Dean.
That's a great question. I had someone ask me that today as well.
Do your CBT, let your instructor advise you. Because he may say to you, just get straight in for your DAS. He may say to you, get a 125. Listen to your instructors. There's not one size fits all.
Correct. Do you offer one-to-one lessons? Phil Prescott, yes, we do offer one-to-one lessons. Give me a call in the booking office on tomorrow or Thursday. I can talk you through exactly what we offer.
Okay, so I think we are nearly there.
Still 23 views.
Yeah, I know. Agree with that, Charlie. Always look after those closest to you, and it's love and war. Good
Charlie,
stream, and good luck for the next 90. Thank you very much, Brian.
Thank you, everyone, for your continued love and support from myself and Robert.
Congratulations, much love to the team. Thank you, Sylvia.
Nice to see some familiar faces.
Different height bikes from model. Yes, we do, Sarah. We have smaller, lowered bikes, so get in touch. Come and try one. We do a to 500 Rebels. Yep, so come and have a look. Thanks, everyone. Right, yep, so I'm afraid, ladies and gents, that is pretty much it. So what I would say, it's now 9 o'clock, so that's an hour we've been on the live stream, and it's now time to go, but the next live stream will be on Sunday. So I will see you all on Sunday evening, Bob the Biker. Thank you all for your time.
And it's good night from me.
Thank you all, those for the last 19 years, to the next 90 years. There you go. And yeah, so all the best.
Good night from the boys.
Stay safe, everybody. Speak to you soon.
Bye for now.
Oh, got something written on my hand.
Bye for now,
Bye.
everyone. Look after yourselves.
Bye,
Happy
bye.
birthday.